What's going on? Here we go. All right, what's up? Welcome back to our third and final installment right now. We're playing some quick filler games. I got sent this way to Two-Gun Pixie. And the third and final one by Eagle-Gryphon Games. You can see that there, Nosferatu. This game is a hidden role game. I guess hidden traitor also. One player, in this case it's the Ryman, is Renfield.
Renfield. I control everything that's going on right now.
Yeah, for once in Renfield's life. Master promised me the little lives with blood. Master promised to me. All right, so Ryan is Nosferatu. He handed us all out these roll cards, these secret roll cards. Only Ryan knows who the hunters are and who the one character is that's Nosferatu or Dracula.
Dracula, the vampire. They refer to it as the vampire.
Yeah. So, Ryan, real quick for the audience, you want to go over the rules?
Yeah, okay. So the objective of the game is either the hunters are trying to kill the vampire, and by extension, the vampire is trying to either bite or have the hunters kill each other. The game automatically ends if someone has the ancestral stake. Dawn rises, they choose to kill somebody, and if it's on a fellow hunter, the game's over, and the evil team consisting of Renfield and the vampire win. Wow. The hunters win if they use the ancestral stake and correctly kill the vampire. They also win if they're able to do all 5 rituals, which is what are denoted here. So the way that the rituals are played is by playing cards, and so the way we go through that is everyone draws 2 of these and starts with 2 of these cards. Okay. Phase A is the holder of the ancestral state goes first. Play continues clockwise from that person. So you take 2 cards from the library, add them to your hand without revealing them. You choose a card from your hand, you pass it to Renfield. Renfield can look at it. The other players, you can talk to each other about how you want to go about it, but you can't show each other your cards. So you can try to talk somebody into doing something you want, or out of doing something you don't want, or try to play them off if you're the vampire. Because one person here is the vampire, out of these 4 hunters.
And Ryan's the only one that knows.
I'm the only one that, so you know that I'm the bad guy, no matter what, but one of you is also working with me. Got it. So you'll pass your cards to me, you pass 1 card in your hand to me, and after that you choose a second card from your hand and discard it. That gets played face up next to the discard pile, and that has no effect on anything at all. Okay. The second phase...
people see what you discard.
Yeah, so you'll discard your own card so people will see what you're getting rid of. Mm-hmm. The second phase of the first round is I reveal a clock card. So after everyone has done their turn, I reveal one of these. If it's a night card, the round continues. If it's a dawn card, the round ends, and players who have not yet played will not play.
Dun dun dun!
After the player has given 1 card to Renfield and discarded another, his or her turn is over. Renfield then turns over a card from the clock pile. When no more cards remain in the library pile, a new one is created with the shuffled discard pile. Okay, we'll probably get to that later. So, the effects of cards given to me. After the end of the round, I shuffle the cards that the players have given me and look at them secretly. They may contain a bite, a newspaper, an incantation, or a night card. If there's 1 or several bites, I place the bite cards in front of players of my choice, even if you already have a bite. Hunters and the vampire can be bitten, but not me. I then look at the bitten player's hand and discard 1 card without revealing it. If 5 bites get played, the evil team wins the game. Okay. The newspaper cards...
So it's 5 regardless of how many players there are?
So 5 bite cards are in place.
I thought we determined it was 3.
It's if in 5-player games 4 bites are enough. Oh no, okay, 5 bites total have to be played, including the vampire. That's how it's right here. I thought it was 1 per person, but there's a special thing that's what it says in 5-player games 4 bites are enough for the evil team to win. I think that means 5 hunters, but I'm not entirely sure.
How many hunters can there be? What's the max number of players for the game?
5 to 10, I believe. 5 to 8.
5 to 8.
Oh, the box is over there. Okay.
Yep, 5 to 8. Ages 10 and up takes about 20 minutes.
Oh, I see. So, okay.
So we're a 5-player game.
That's why, because I can't be bitten. So there's only 4 people that can be bitten.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Perfect sense.
Yeah. Let's see. So that was a bite. 5 bites played, then 4 bites. Newspaper cards have no effect all incantations. So the holder of the ancestral stake chooses a ritual from those that have been out. I'm assuming it means that if all of the cards I've received are ritual cards, that means a ritual is performed. And so whoever has the stake picks one of the 5, and they're all described over here. Its effects are applied. It's the opposite. The ritual card is then turned face down, so then we placed book side down because it's already been cast.
Sorry, who chooses the ritual? The stake?
The person who has the stake. And the other things that I could have in my hand are night cards. That's added to the clock pile. So it means night. There could be more. Right now, there's 1 night card per person plus the dawn card. So the more night cards that get played from here, the longer the rounds will continue.
Okay.
The third phase is killing the vampire with the ancestral stake. If the round ends with a dawn card, the holder of the stake may choose to use it to kill someone he or she suspects of being the vampire. If dawn is not revealed, you can't use the stake. To kill, the holder of the ancestral stake turns over the character card of the player of their choice. If he or she turns over the vampire card, the hunters win. If he or she turns over the hunter card, the evil team wins. In both situations, the game will end, and the vampire can be given the ancestral stake, but may not use it to kill. Let me see. What happens if the vampire has the ancestral stake and other players want him to kill someone? He will have to be very wily and persuade the other players that it is not the right time because he may not use it. He may not use the stake to kill at all. Choosing a player to start the next round. The ancestral stake is given to another player. The player starts the next round. Who chooses the next holder? If the previous round ended with the dawn card, the carrier of the ancestral stake gives it to a new player of their choice, but not me. If it ended with a night card, I give the ancestral stake to someone of my choice.
How would it end with the night card?
I think when everyone has played, their card. Yeah.
Yep.
So at the start of each new round, so it's not like if the dawn card shows up, the game won't be over automatically.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So like, if it just so happens that the dawn card's, I don't know. I shuffled this up, so I don't know where it is.
Mm-hmm.
It could be the top card for all I know.
Yeah.
But if it was the bottom card, there's enough night card. Yeah. There's enough night cards in here that it could once I get a card from everybody, and if it just keeps being night,
but it doesn't end the game.
The dawn card doesn't end the game. But if someone decides to try to end it very quickly, like if they have the stake and they're like, okay, I'm not the vampire, I choose to kill Rob, and Rob's the hunter.
Yeah.
Dope.
Yep.
Okay. So you want? I mean, the idea is to keep the rounds going and try to weed out. Okay, who's doing what? Who's playing what? You won't know who. I know who hands in what.
Deduction.
But the only way, so
Deduction versus acting.
Exactly.
Deduction.
Acting.
All right. There's a box down here that has advice for the players. So for hunters, when you give Renfield an incantation card, tell the other players. If you do not have any incantation cards, tell the other players, but never lie. I mean, it's not.
They're going to tell you
don't
how to
have
lie.
to.
Yeah.
But it's up to you.
If you're the vampire.
Vampire.
Lie. Say you're giving
do not
incantation
hesitate.
cards.
Yeah, it says
do not
vampire.
hesitate to lie.
Do not hesitate to lie. You can give Renfield a bite card to pretend you give him a newspaper or an incantation.
It's so funny that they tell you that.
Yeah. And
Well, it's a little funny. It's a little speciesist, to say that all vampires are liars. I mean, come on. I'm offended by that on a deep moral level.
Mm-hmm. You're a vampire.
No. But it still affects me personally.
Then Renfield, take part in discussions between players and do not hesitate to plant doubts if there are strong suspicions as to the vampire's identity. Alright, so I have to start playing both sides here a little bit.
Except no one will believe you. So
no one will believe me, but hey, that means maybe I'm telling the truth, though.
There you go.
Alright,
That's how he's going to get us.
2 more things. There's a big red box here that's glaring me in the face. It's against the rules. So against the rules. It is against the rules to look at the discard pile, mainly because there's cards I'll be getting rid of that I don't reveal to anybody. So it's not good to look at that.
Wait. Does that mean that we're discarding face down?
No. When you guys discard cards from your hand, you discard face up.
Okay.
I can discard cards as well, but I discard them without showing anybody. So no one knows what's being played.
Okay.
It is against the rules to show or describe your hand or your character card. So you don't want to. You're not trying to hint to anybody what you're doing.
Yeah.
I don't know what. It seems to conflict you because it's under advice. It says tell someone you're playing an incantation, but then here it says don't show.
I think
as you're playing the card, tell it, but don't say what cards you have in your hand.
Yeah, you have it so to get ready. I guess that's what it is. Okay, so I mean, I think we're ready to get started.
Okay, think we're ready. Everyone looks at their.
Yes, we do.
Yeah, so you get 2 automatically, and then on your once the game starts, you get 2 more.
All right, I will take my 2 cards.
Hang on. Yeah, okay.
Oh, yeah. You have one or have one? Oh, they're so pretty. They look like little Irish setters.
So I need to give this to somebody. I'll just start with my laptop. Let's give it to Zach. So we'll start easy. So you're first. So you have to draw your 2. I mean, everybody draws 2 right away.
Well, here's why I don't want to stake myself. I mean, one of you.
Yeah, you take 2 from the library, add them to your hand without showing.
Rob took
you already
2.
have 2. Okay.
I took 2.
Everybody's good. All right. So if anyone has any questions about what the cards are, you can ask me. It's right here on the rule book. Pretty straightforward. And the ritual descriptions are on the other side of this.
You know what? I have a question.
Okay.
Should this be in my hand?
Yes. Yes. Okay. So the library deck consists.
That's very blatant. I mean, bad.
The library deck, which is the draw pile, consists of everything that was left over. It consists of bites. It consists of newspapers. It consists of incantations, and it consists of the leftover night cards that were not put into my clock deck. Because I only take a certain number of them, and then the rest of them go in there. Because as night cards get played, I add them to my clock deck to prolong the night. So dawn is further.
So we don't want to play.
So you don't want to play it. The vampire might want to,
But every turn you have to play a card.
I mean,
every turn you have to play a card. So if you have 2 night cards, you don't have a choice.
we could have a lot of things, but we want to play incantations.
You want to try to play incantations and get this done. You also want to try to limit the number of night cards that get put in here because you want the dawn card to come out as quickly as possible to try to figure out, to try to use the stake as soon as possible. The trick is, if the dawn card comes out too early, you might not have enough clues to know who to go for.
But you don't have to go for anybody.
And you don't have to go for anybody.
Right.
So that's why the hunters can also...
Spoken like a true vampire.
Well, the hunters need to skip too because if
longer.
they kill a hunter, that's it.
Oh, we don't have to kill anyone here. Let's talk about this.
Okay, so everyone took their
Let's not jump to any
2.
murders.
So you starting with, I guess.
Yeah.
Let's see.
That would be.
Yeah. So starting with Zach, you choose a card from your hand and you pass it face down to me. I can. Renfield may look at it. The players may work together with other players to may work with other players, but not reveal the cards. Okay. What card should players give to Renfield? An incantation.
Yeah.
If other players also play incantation cards, a ritual will be cast. Rituals help hunters identify the vampire and save time. It is therefore a good idea for players to work together so they all play incantations at the same time. A newspaper. This card has no effect.
Oh.
The vampire can give Renfield the newspaper to cancel a ritual organized by the hunters.
Wait a minute.
I see.
Wait a minute. So does that mean we should have 4 cards? Because it sounds like what they're saying is we want to save up our incantations, like
That's
work
what
with each
'cause-
other.
Yeah, because looking at the setup, it says distributing cards to play with the exception of me. Everyone takes 2.
And I'm just saying.
And
it
then-
seems
That's
like-
it. Zach's had it. He's leaving.
2 seconds.
So yeah, because under setup it says everybody takes 2, and
then
then
we
the
draw
start of
two.
the round.
Okay, we can talk about him now. He's not here.
So yeah, I take
So
that
that
to
guy-
mean we're supposed to bank incantation cards.
Yeah, and
until
then
we can
try,
use them.
and so everyone
Which means we have
has
to
one.
talk about our hands. You just can't show them.
Exactly.
Okay.
Like you can't describe what's on your card, but you can say. You can say, listen. Maybe
The
you're
witching
getting-
hour is almost here.
See, I interpret this to mean you can say, I have an incantation card and I'm going to save it. You just can't offer any proof that that's true.
Yeah, you can't show some. Look, here it is. Here's the incantation card.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I was gonna say, how can you talk? Like, there's no way to talk about your hand.
But this seems to say you
Without-
have to.
Yeah,
So.
yeah. It says talk about your hand and try to work, work together with players.
Yeah.
But don't show the card. So that makes a lot more sense now. Okay. So yeah, a hunter should never play a bite card after 5 bites. The evil team wins the game.
What?
A little bit confusing, right, at first?
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out how do I know what cards get played. I guess I play all of the cards I'm given.
It seems that way. I don't know why it tells you to shuffle them.
I guess so that way. So if I pick them up from here,
Yeah, do you have to play all of them?
it doesn't say one way or the other. It says the effects of the cards given to me.
I guess.
Oh
my goodness.
After each player has completed his turn,
Mojo Jojo,
so a
getting
player's
some
turn
love.
consists of giving me a card and then discarding a card. That's somebody's turn. And after their turn is over, I flip one of these over.
Uh-huh.
Okay, this
You got a buddy there, Zach.
once you start thinking about how things work, it's
Yeah,
making a
yeah.
lot more sense. Because just on paper, you don't really get it. But playing it out, I'm seeing it now. So after I get a card from Zach and he discards one, I then flip one of these. If it's dawn, it continues to the next person. I'm sorry,
Then
if
it's
it's
night.
night, it continues to the next person. If it's dawn, that's it. So you don't get to play any cards, you don't get to play any cards, John doesn't get to play any cards.
Uh-huh, that's
And we
right.
immediately start with the stake.
Okay. That makes sense now compared to the way you read it before. That.
Yeah. So, but if it's night, then Bridget does play. If it's night again after she gives me her card and
And
discards
then
one,
when do you play?
go.
You play when we get to dawn?
I play... At the end of the round, Renfield shuffles the cards that the players give him and looks at them secretly. Yeah, okay, I see. The wording is very particular. So there's turns and then there's rounds. Rounds consists of multiple turns.
Right, and a turn is I play and then
And
you
a
draw
turn,
thing.
yeah, a turn is give me a card, discard a card, flip a clock.
Yep.
Next
That's
turn.
what a turn is. So if at the end of a turn, dawn comes up, that's when the round is over.
Yes.
Yeah, the round ends when dawn has been turned over or everyone has played at least once. So if it's...
So as of right now, you have how many dawn cards in there?
I have one. There's only one dawn card in the game.
Okay.
But I
This
have...
actually means
night?
if we want to do an incantation, we actually want there to be a good number of night cards, because otherwise we won't have enough time to
You won't
give
have
them to
enough
you.
time to play them.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the rituals that says we'll weed out the vampire, we would figure it out. So like the silver mirror effect, Renfield turns over the character card of a player of my choice. The player keeps playing until the end of the game. So, you know, if the silver mirror gets cast, I pick one of you and I flip your card over to show who you are.
Yeah, which
now
means
I know
that
who the
person's not
vampire
the
is.
vampire.
Yeah, I mean I know who the vampire is.
So
Let's see. Time distortion, a night card is discarded from the clock pile. So that means
But
you dawn is
so
coming
here's
up
the part.
sooner.
I feel like I understand everything except one thing, which is when does Renfield play and why is he shuffling the cards? If all of them have an effect, why does it matter that
He's
they're
just
random?
the ledgerman.
Yeah, I don't know why I need to shuffle
I
the
think
cards
it's
up.
so we can't figure out. Like we can't
who
watch a
played
card
what
and say,
when.
"Oh, he just flipped over Zach's card."
Yeah,
And
yeah. If I don't,
So that,
yeah,
that
so
means
if
Zach's
I-
probably the
if I put them
vampire because he
pile
played
next
blah
to
blah
me,
blah.
And like someone's paying very close attention to which card I
So
put
at the
where.
end of the round, the cards that you have take effect.
Right. At the end
Before
so
or
I
after
mean
the
I just
stake?
play everything that I have. So
Yeah.
like you know I look at everything. So it could be 5 incantations. I have I have no influence over that.
Do we stake first or after? After everything.
Well, killing the vampire ends up being phase 3. So phase 2 is when I play. Phase 2 is me playing cards.
Okay, so
and then phase 3 is
the
killing
stake.
the
Okay.
snake with if that comes up.
Cool.
So yeah, the round I play these. The second the round ends, I play the cards I have. Whether
I feel
it's
like I
1,
understand this.
whether it's 5, doesn't matter. Okay, so I think that makes sense. Okay.
Let's try it.
So yeah, so everyone had to draw 2 cards during setup, and now you draw another 2 cards when your round starts, when your turn starts.
Maybe you had
Yes.
to take on a cupcake.
There are cupcakes
Yeah,
at Two-Gun Pixie.
So so at the start of each turn, you draw 2 more, and then now you look at all 4 of your cards, and you give me 1, and you discard 1. I'm actually going to put these back under. These are the extra cards.
And how many incantations do we need to play?
The entire hand I have has to be incantations.
But that's impossible, isn't it? Because the vampire's not going to play one.
Unless he has no choice.
Unless there's no, because I don't know how many incantations there are in the deck. I don't remember.
Oh yeah, because I guess you don't want to discard an incantation because that'll give you away.
It'll give you away.
You don't want to play it, so you might end up with a hand full of incantations.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Okay.
I'll put this back over here.
Okay, so Zach drew
yeah,
another
so
2 for the
it's-
beginning of his round.
So we
his
drew
turn,
2
I mean.
cards. Then part 2 of your turn is choose a card from the hand and pass it to me face down. You did. I can look at it. I did. Part 3 of the turn is choose a second card from your hand and discard it, placing it face up next to the library deck. That's the library deck.
What did you give him?
I can tell you.
Well,
That's
you
your
should.
choice.
I mean, you don't have to.
If you want to try to strategize and
Yeah,
beat
we
out
should
the
be-
If you're a
We
hunter,
should
you have to
all
tell
work
the truth.
together.
I did not give him an incantation. No, give him a newspaper.
Okay. And you discarded? Discard face up.
Discard is knights.
Okay, so if you gave him a newspaper, I think we should be wanting to give him night cards and not discard them because we want the night to be longer so that once we do have a bunch of incantations, we all have time to.
Because
give
the
him
night
one.
cards will go into his...
Like we need it to go all the way.
But then
down.
again, Zach might know that.
That's true.
I don't know.
Hey, are these all the cards that are in play?
It's just what you
These
would
are the different
say.
cards. Yeah, so there's 6 hunters, 1 vampire, 1 Renfield,
Okay.
18 newspapers, 15 incantations, 16 bite cards, 1 dawn card, 10 night cards, 5 ritual cards, and 1 ancestral stake. Those are all of the cards that are amongst
As the hunter,
the
is
table.
it my best interest to make the night longer?
I think that's true because when he
I thought
gets
Is it? Oh.
It goes both ways because the more turns that are taken,
The more time we have to
the more
figure out
time
who the
you have to
vampire
get
is.
incantations from the
Yeah,
Oh
like,
yeah, I didn't think of that.
say
too,
we all
yeah.
decide we want to play
I-
incantations and you do and I
As
do and then we get
as
Dawn.
the
and
not
so-
vampire, I did not think about that.
I know
bet.
who you are.
I bet you didn't.
But I mean,
As the not vampire, but as the
it's good-
vampire, how did you
As
think of
the
it?
not-
It's good for the vampire and it's good for the hunters at the same time.
What's
Because
the benefit to the vampire?
the vampire, if night cards keep getting drawn, vampire's not going to get drawn out. Like there's less chance of the stake being played.
Oh, that's true. There won't be as many.
So
stake
that's
opportunities.
why the vampire also wants the night cards to show up because it prolongs their existence and they get to keep throwing
Potentially, like
everybody off.
early
so-
on, you want if you're the vampire
I mean-
short nights. In the end, when they know who you are,
I mean,
you probably want to
I
prolong.
mean, like I read out, there's only 10 of those, so now there's 9 left in the game. I have a handful. I think I have 4,
Okay.
5. I have 4 or 5.
So he discarded. So now Bridget draws 2.
No,
Well,
we
I
do
play.
the-
I play.
Oh, you. That's right. Ah,
It is night.
Okay. So,
Ah,
now
so
I
The round. The round continues. Let me move this over here, and then I'll put the night card to the right. There we go. I think that's better setup.
Okay, so
To me,
I'm just from
Okay.
the newspaper.
That's not a newspaper.
that's
it
not.
not?
No, that's
Oh.
an
No,
incantation.
that's so
Give me
an
that back.
incantation.
I didn't know.
That just incriminated you more than it.
No, I just said I couldn't know what it was.
I would say if you need to see what, because they have the picture of what cards are here.
Okay,
Maybe
that's
what I was
helpful.
looking at, yeah.
Alright, so in that case. And
Okay. Okay.
that is a moment.
And so I reveal the next one. Night card. So
Still
you
night.
draw 2
Okay.
when your turn starts, and then of the 4 cards you have, you pick 1 to give to me secretly,
Okay.
and then you discard another one.
Okay. All right. Now, what's?
So here, I'll give you the so that way you can see what cards are what, so that we don't have to say.
Yeah, I just looked at that.
Oh, you did.
I
Oh,
did, yeah.
okay. So the object is you want to try to not prolong the night, but also prolong. Again, it's like I was saying.
We want short nights when we don't have incantations and long nights when we do.
Yeah.
I
yeah.
have one, so if you have one, let me know.
Yeah, we all know Bridget has an incantation.
What is the
The purpose
role?
of the incantations.
Yeah. What was the role?
If
that
all of the cards that I'm given
Uh-huh.
are in, because I play once the round is over. Once everyone has given me at least 1 card, or Dawn comes up, the round's over.
Okay.
When the round is over, I play everything that's in my hand.
Okay.
If all of the cards I have are incantations,
Uh-huh.
one of these gets selected.
Okay.
Because these are the rituals, and you want to
Okay.
try to play the rituals to try to weed out the vampire.
Weed out the vampire.
Or if
Okay.
all 5 of these are played, the hunters win.
Okay.
Because I think by that point, you would have weeded out the vampire, so it's kind of like it's obvious who it is at this point.
Okay. Okay.
I think.
Right.
I haven't read through all
I
the
think
rituals yet.
I think if they're all used and you haven't killed a vampire, you should lose.
It says if you cast all
I
5,
know.
yeah, that's what it says.
I'll give you
Okay.
this,
And then you discard a card face up over here.
and this.
Another night card.
Oh,
Alright,
you're
so
doing
that's-
this wrong.
So it's 3.
Or one of us is evil.
It continues. So over to John.
Yeah, I think we all might be the vampires.
The round ends no matter what in this case. So
Once John goes.
yeah. Well, I mean, it's because
Oh, yeah,
he's
'cause
the last
either
one
way.
to go. So if that, I mean, that's not true. If the next card is Dawn, it is different.
Oh, is it?
No.
Oh, because it ends on
Pass
the
that to you.
Like, what happens to the stake?
Right.
And I will discard a bite.
Discarding a bite.
Oh,
okay.
yeah, that makes sense.
So the next card. Oh, the next card is Dawn.
Dun dun dun.
Okay.
Who has the stake? You do. Okay.
He has the
As the dawn rose above the skyline,
So
the
the-
gypsies went into hiding.
The round ends when the Dawn card has been turned over, or so that's the condition. Now, no matter what, it goes to this phase, and I have to then play out the cards that I've been given.
And you reveal them all.
I reveal them.
Okay.
I
Shuffle
reveal what
them?
I've been given.
Yep.
And then he reveals.
Okay.
So I should have.
Yeah, no, wait.
I
I know I told him that I had a newspaper, but I don't
You did say out
recall
loud
you
what you. Yeah.
I was told to say.
Yeah, but you could have just lied.
Yeah, if there's no newspaper in there, we know he lied.
Son of a.
Okay. Here's what I've been given. An incantation card.
Huh.
A newspaper. No effect. A newspaper. No effect. A newspaper. No effect.
So I think whoever our vampire is played that incantation card because
It's
they
a
just
safe bet.
because they wasted
It's a
it.
safe.
Maybe. So these all. Where do these go now?
So what we've confirmed is that there's a vampire among us.
At least one. I think there might be more, even though that's technically impossible.
Is it?
We got a defective pack. There was actually 3 vampires in it.
It's all vampires.
We're
Vampires
all
the way down.
vampires.
See, at the end of the round, actual cards.
Free.
Oh, I did this. I did this wrong. I'm sorry.
Oh, that means we win.
I did this wrong.
That's it.
I did this wrong.
Fucking up everything.
Yeah. Well, it's the first round. I'm supposed to look at these secretly.
What difference does it make?
I don't know. I'm supposed to look at them secretly, and ineffectual incantation cards and newspaper cards are discarded by me face down.
Oh.
That's what it is.
Forget what you know.
So
He wasn't.
that's
supposed
why
to show
when I'm
the
looking at them,
incantation.
what I play bites, and I add night cards to the deck.
And you play incantations if they're
If
incantations.
everything is an incantation, I play the. I have to say, okay, whoever has the stake, pick one.
Okay.
So I'm supposed to look at these in secret. And just, well, okay. So for the first, now we know.
We
now
all
we know.
learned something.
So
here.
now I get rid of these face down,
And knowing.
and that's why
is
you
half
can't
the
go to the
battle.
discard pile
Yeah.
because whatever I have, I get rid of
That makes
on
sense.
my own.
Honestly, I'm wary of these two.
Those all
Keeping
go
an eye
there.
on me.
You want to make a separate pile for face down discards?
So you're not worried about me, huh?
Okay. Actually, no. I think I do need to put them there
What?
Because we have to shuffle it again later.
because it has to be shuffled again later. That's why. If we in case we run out.
So you just discard to the bottom,
Yeah, I'll just put them on the bottom.
unless you need to reveal them like newspapers.
No, the only things that revealed are night
I
cards.
reveal bites,
and-
I reveal knights and add them to my deck, and if it's all incantations, I'll then say, okay, they've all been
I thought you also
incantations.
revealed ineffectual cards.
No.
I don't reveal them, I just discard them. Ineffectual incantation cards and newspaper cards are discarded face down by me.
Got it.
Okay, so now we go to phase C, which is killing the vampire with the ancestral
That was
stake.
most of my grades in school.
If the round ends with the Dawn card, the holder of the ancestral stake may choose to use it to kill the person he or she suspects of being the vampire.
Oh, this is why you don't want too many night
If the
cards.
Dawn card is not revealed, he or she may not use it to kill. When playing Nosferatu, atmosphere is essential. Players should discuss their suspicions and make accusations freely.
Okay, so yeah, so we don't.
I think Bridget's the vampire.
To
Kill her. Kill her.
To kill the holder of the
She's a witch and a vampire. She turned me into a newt.
You got that.
Yeah.
To kill
I got
the
better.
holder of the ancestral stake turns over the character card of the player of his choice. If he or she turns over the vampire card, the hunters win. If it's a hunter card, it's over. So if you decide to use it, the game's gonna end right here. If you choose to use it.
Win or lose.
Wow.
Well, I'm not going to be that guy, so I'll pass. I don't want to kill the game with a coin flip at this one.
Or you have a 1 in 4 chance of success. Or 1 in 3.
Unless he's the vampire.
Unless
In
he's
which
the
case, you
vampire.
can't use it.
Yeah.
Jackass.
Honestly, I think it's a 1 and 2. One of you I'm not all that worried about. I kind of trust myself.
Okay, but there are
Okay.
3 other people.
I don't have to worry about him.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, I don't have to worry about one of you.
Yeah, me. Okay, choosing a player to start the next round. I guess these go back?
What
Do
are
they,
they?
or do you
My
just keep them?
clock cards.
I don't think
Oh.
so.
Oh.
Didn't have to, otherwise the dawn would.
Yeah. There's
Well,
only the
you
one
shuffle
Dawn
them,
card.
I think.
Yes.
Oh
So-
yeah, no, I don't mean I put them back in the same order. I mean I make a
You gotta
a new
reshuffle them.
clock
Yeah,
card.
but I
Okay.
don't think you get rid of whatever night cards.
No.
Oh, at the start of each new round, the clock cards are shuffled and the pile plays face down.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
I should have just kept reading. So
All right.
every question I've had has been
And-
answered if I just keep reading.
That's what they told you in the 8th grade. Just keep it up.
Yeah. Okay, so phase D, choosing a player to start the next round. If the ancestral stake is given to another player, the player starts the next round. Who chooses the next leveler? If it ends with Dawn, you pick the next person to go. You can't pick me, but you pick
Can
one.
he
of
pick
the
himself? Maybe just keep it.
I think so. No.
Oh, another player, I guess.
The carrier of the ancestral stake gives it to a new player of his choice.
New
but
player.
not
Ah, yes, sir.
player, so it has
All right,
to be
now, now shit is gonna happen because I got the stake. All right,
Alright.
you guys screw with me. That's it.
How
No
is it-
more screwing
How
around.
is that
says
stake?
that-
It's a high stakes situation.
Ah, brum, tsh.
He says that, but then he
Dad
won't use it
joke.
because he's the vampire.
Oh, Bridget making accusations. Look out.
You know what you are.
I know what you are. Do I? Maybe I
Wait,
forgot.
fangs are bad, right?
Bites.
Yeah, it depends.
Wait a second.
Terrible at the Two-Gun Games. I just want to make sure.
Or is he kidding?
I just want it to be special.
Okay, so my clock cards have been reshuffled.
Alright, so John
So
goes first.
John goes first. You draw 2. I'll help you out here.
Woo!
Draw 2. Pick 1 to give to me.
So the 2 that I had, the 2 that I got, I will pass this one to you,
Okay.
and I will get rid of
Another bite.
a bite.
This is a trustworthy guy right there.
So
I think he's trying to
clockwise,
fool you.
I don't play anything. So it goes to Zach. I'm sorry. And then
Oh, yeah.
Oh, well.
Well, that was a lot of fun.
Ah! First one out. Dawn. That was. Nights go fast around here.
This means we're going to have a pretty good idea of what John played.
You have an exact idea of what John played. Okay, so
Incriminating.
over to the
Can we
other side.
redo this round?
The effects of the cards given to Renfield. I now look at them.
Shuffle. Make sure you shuffle.
Yeah, don't
I want to see you shuffle that one card thoroughly. Would you get your hands away from that spot, please? Children could be potentially watching this.
So, it has been an incantation card.
Oh,
The
somebody...
rules say all incantation. All of the cards I have, out of the one card I have, is an incantation.
Ah!
So, because of the luck of the draw of the clock deck,
Not have given him a stake.
all of the cards I have are incantations. So, the stakeholder, let me just double check.
I get to choose which one
The
is
holder
yours.
of the ancestral stake chooses a ritual from those that have not yet been played. Its effects are applied over here. The ritual card is then turned face down to book side down.
What does the blood transfusion do? Because we got 2 of them, so let's look at doing that one first.
The holder of the ancestral stake selects a player who may already have been bitten or not.
No.
That narrows it down.
I'm sorry, wait. The holder of the ancestral stake selects a player who may
Or not.
already have been
Yeah.
bitten or not. He may choose
Up
himself.
to 3 or more.
The selected player draws a card from the library and adds it to his hand, but keeps the bite card
No,
in
don't
front
like
of him
that.
until the end of the game.
Now, what about the potion?
The holy water?
Oh, holy water. kind of
The
a potion.
holder of the ancestral stake selects a player who must discard all cards in his hand without revealing them. He replaces them with the same number of newspaper cards from the discard pile or the library if necessary. The library card is then shuffled. The library deck is then shuffled.
Huh.
What about the Dracula looking at
The mirror, the silver
The
mirror.
mirror.
Silver mirror. Renfield turns over the character card of a player of his choice. The player keeps playing until the end of the game.
Oh, so he reveals someone as not
And the
there.
last one, the
Time distortion.
Time distortion.
A knight card is discarded from the clock pile.
Oh, I guess, I was wrong. We really want short nights, because look at what happened here. Only one incantation, and we got the thing. So. You did.
All right, let's get rid of a night card.
All right.
Really?
Right? No, wait.
So I
Let's
think
talk about it.
I think that one's good, but I also think Silver Mirror is good.
Yeah, that's the one where he gets to flip
I
one over.
choose one
Yeah,
of
but
your
it narrows
character
down like
cards.
one person we know. So if before it was a 1 in 3 guess, now it's a like.
All right, let's narrow it down.
All right, now you can only use that one once.
Yep,
Yeah.
So I'm just going to use John's.
I figured he would do that. I'm a handsome hunter, as you can see. I have a beautiful hat.
It is a nice hat.
I have great jawline, right? Good chin.
It's very
Guy
vampire.
must get a lot of dates, other than the fact that people think he's crazy because he hunts vampires.
All right, so yes, the silver mirror. Silver mirror has
Have
been
you seen
used.
any vampires around here? Then he's doing a good job.
Great job.
Great job.
Thor promised to stop ice
Stop the
giants,
frost giants.
and
Frost
Jesus
giants?
said he'd stop the tax makers. And well, I see tax makers. I don't see any giants. That's all I'm saying.
All right, so we all know that John is a hunter.
Okay.
So
And now he can
this-
say if he wants to stake somebody.
Yes.
I'm not seeing enough evidence yet to stake either Bridget or Zach. So I'm gonna not stab
He
anyone.
didn't say Rob.
I know.
He's not suspecting Rob.
No, it's not that I'm not suspecting. I don't have enough information yet.
Okay, that's fine.
So I believe this just goes in the discard.
He plays it cool though.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right. So this goes here. This goes back. I have to shuffle this. And
I get to choose who the stake goes to?
Yes, because it was the round ended with Dawn.
I thought if it ended with Dawn, you chose who it went to.
No, if it ends with everybody playing,
that's right, that's
I
right.
pick who goes.
So I think... I want to see what happens if I give it back. Let's give it to Rob.
I was going to stake her.
All right, Rob, you got the ancestral stake.
Well, no, we want to see if
It's been used to stake many ancestors.
But only after they
So you go first. You draw 2 cards from the draw pile.
With your time travel staking.
I also did that so I could go
And
again real
select
fast.
one, and you make sure, add it to your hand, and pick one to give to me, and pick one to get rid of.
Okay.
I guess you're only working with 2 cards at a time. I don't know.
No, you got 4.
I will take this. I will give you this one.
Give me this one. Okay.
Then I'll
Okay.
Yeah, that's a downside.
He's discarding a bite.
Discarding a bite, and he gave me a card. I now turn over. Knight.
All right, so continues. Let's go 1, 2. Get rid of a bite. I'm gonna pass this right over there to you. That's for you to use.
Mm-hmm.
Pass me 2.
Sticky.
Game continues. It's a nice long evening.
I know. Last night was like short as shit.
Oh man.
I got like an hour's sleep. I don't know what happened. Another bite getting discarded. All right.
Okay. Did I mix these up?
Yeah, because we all went, so.
Oh, everybody's gone. Yeah.
Yeah, but
so,
you still fill one up.
But I have 4 each now. I think I put the...
What have you
Okay.
done?
Yeah, what happened?
So now I think I just look at these now because that's everyone's got everybody went right.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yep.
So
So that means no one gets to be staked this round because Dawn never came.
I can
So you
choose
choose.
to move it if I want to.
Got it.
I think. Oh, I have to give it to a new player. Okay.
This is the first decision you get to make.
I'll have to shuffle these. No, I got to choose who's who.
You're right. Sorry, this is the second decision you get to
It's like I'm making so many decisions.
So in other words, this is the second potential mistake you could make.
Okay, so these are the.
I was really surprised he didn't make me Dracula.
Or did I?
No.
You already revealed it.
certainly did.
I
Unless
thought
I
they
changed.
would. I guess,
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Oh, earthquake. Sorry.
so I reveal these. We have 1 incantation.
No, you don't reveal.
I don't reveal them.
No.
I'm sorry.
And here's the
I messed up
mistake,
again.
people.
You play the ones that you right. You
They have an effect.
have an effect. Unless they're all, then you just throw the all of it.
Okay.
None of them have an effect.
No effect
No
on
dice.
Oh.
So which means no bites, and they were not all incantations.
I guess, yeah, there's not a lot of information there.
Yeah, I mean, there's only so because I have to play bites, and knights go over here. So you can kind of figure out. The trick is how many combinations of newspapers and incantations are
Right,
there.
right, right.
Like because I messed up, you know, one of those answers. But okay, so these get shuffled back, and I get to choose a new first player. Let's go. Bridget hasn't had it yet, so let's give it over to Bridget.
Who has incantations?
We're allowed to answer, right?
Yeah,
You're allowed to answer
But you can lie.
whether or not it's the truth.
I have certain ancient rituals in my possession.
Okay, and I can actually trust you.
Oh yeah, that's true.
You, Bridget, you can always trust me.
Yeah?
Yep.
Okay.
You trust me?
I do. Damn. Okay. Well, maybe he'll draw one.
Oh, that's true.
Perhaps I will.
Perhaps he will.
If Dawn doesn't come forward.
That's what I was just gonna say. Maybe Dawn can come first, and we don't
She
have
goes
to
first.
see what happens.
The world may never know.
I'll do my best not to confuse these.
Okay, so.
One to me.
Fuck. No, I'm just trying to
Children are watching.
Sorry, kids. I have to think about whether I want to just hope. Do we want to say, let's play incantations, and if
Another
Zach draws
time.
one, then we'll have him? Or do we want to wait?
I say play them.
If you play an
Chew
Not-
chew
he's
your
not on our
food.
side.
Remember the 32 steps.
if you play an incantation and Dawn is that's what happened to John. If Dawn is next, it's the first card
Yeah,
up.
but that's
Yeah, but then all
that
we have to
applies
do is
every
stay
turn.
Well, that's her prerogative.
I mean, clearly,
If
she's
she wants to
rallying the troops.
if she wants to
wants
stay Rob,
incantations.
she can
No,
do
okay,
Rob.
so what do you want? You're the person we have to depend on to draw. Do you think that we should risk it or no?
100%.
We should do it? Okay. So, incantations. Unless it ends,
I
then.
can't wait for Dawn to be the only card that gets drawn.
Incantations, yeah.
Okay. You discarded one?
I did.
Night continues.
Rob, if you have an incantation, now is the
No.
time.
No,
No,
yeah,
it
that's
goes
right.
that
That's
way.
right. It's like I've never played a game before, ever.
I draw 2. Right?
Draw 2.
Jawohl.
Discard one.
And remember, we're playing incantations here.
Okay.
Incantations. Cast the spells now all over the place. It's a really bad schoolhouse rock.
Okay. You happy?
I don't know. Am I?
Night will continue.
Continues.
Playing without even looking at the new cards.
Because I knew what I had and I knew what I was going to play.
There's 15 incantations. At least sure that 2 of them were played previously.
I think we'll get through this and then I'll get shuffled, though.
Yeah.
Here we go.
If we played it right, you'd know for a fact only one was played, but didn't quite do it right. So.
The plot thickens.
Another bite discarded.
So everybody.
How many bites are there? We have discarded a lot.
There
Yeah.
are
This game.
16.
Wow.
I feel like we've discarded 10 of them.
There are
At least, yeah. I
Here
feel
we
the
go.
same
Money
way.
moment.
Okay. I now look because it was night. I drew another clock card. It was,
That's right,
it was
yeah.
night.
So does that mean I don't get to stab? No matter what happens?
No, you don't.
Okay.
If it was dawn, then you get to choose. But because it was not dawn card, and everybody went at least once.
I never get to
Okay.
stab it anyway.
So okay. These all go to the bone.
Dun, dun,
But
dun.
I still have this one left over. Would
Which
you
is a
read through
bite.
this?
Like a vampire would have done.
Like some kind of dirty
It is a
vampire.
bite.
Dirty.
Oh!
Renfield places the bite card in front of the player of my choice, even if they have already been bitten. Hunters and the vampire can be bitten, but not Renfield. Renfield looks at the bitten player's hand and discards one card without revealing it.
It said hunters and the vampire can be bitten?
Yes.
Because if you don't
Because I know
place
who
it on the
vampire is. So if I don't play a
vampire
bite on the vampire, like if I keep getting bite cards and I play them on everybody else,
Yeah,
but not
okay.
the vampire, because that means like I'm letting the
Some of us are
vampire get
significantly
more
less
cards.
bitten.
But I mean, this is the first
I
one.
can't help but notice.
It's the first one, so I kind of get my run of the
I'm
run of
treated
the
like
pack
a piece
here.
of bubble yum over here.
This
Hey,
This asshole.
once bitten, twice shot, baby.
Let's see. I want the safe bet is to just go over here because everybody knows what he is. Hmm.
What will it be?
Do I have to go get an egg timer out here, Ryan?
No, I'm just gonna go with the safe option for right now, John. So give me your hand.
Well,
Giving us
This is why I'm giving up, peeps. Oh.
And
Nothing that I
now
care about.
Renfield looks at the bitten player's hand and discards one card without revealing it.
And I know what he's giving me back.
Okay.
do you really?
Oh. I was surprised there. I thought he was giving me back the other one.
you can lie. Or you can tell us.
Okay. So
The other one's a newspaper.
the night has ended. This goes back over here.
And we start.
And I
you get
move
this
that. Let's move this here.
Oh, like my little collection here.
Interesting. Giving the stake to the person we know is not the man.
Yes.
Well, I know at least what one of his cards is.
Children of the
I
night.
might
Be
know what's
quiet.
coming next depending on what he draws. So yeah, so now
That's my hog. Somebody just stole it. I gotta get out there. What the hell happened?
so these have been shuffled, and now you go.
I have to draw 2.
Once you start going, it kind of like
Yeah,
you
that's
know what happens.
Going to discard a bite. And I'm going to play that to you.
Okay, my plan.
Now, does that only leave him with one card for the rest of the game?
He'll have 3 cards total when he starts playing games instead of 2.
Yeah, that really screws you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, what if,
Don't get
what
bit.
if the same thing were to happen to him twice? Is he now out of cards?
Well, he draws 2 cards and start every turn, so he has to play both cards. That's why I think
You can
we
never
have to
have
draw.
less than
Yeah.
2.
Like even if I put
So if I get bit twice, I got no real choice. I gotta play and discard one of each of the 2 cards I have.
Down to whatever you get, because you can't then strategize.
Could 3 bites eliminate a player from the game?
No, because of you only get rid of the card they have. You don't prevent them from getting more cards.
Okay, good call, good call.
But if you bite them twice and they can't keep cards over time, it's hard to play
Right.
incantations.
And night continues.
Do we think this is going to be a long night?
So we've only gone through one person, but the thing is, if we say, oh, let's all do incantations, we didn't talk to John at the beginning, which means he might have played whatever, and he won't get to go again.
Got it.
We have to decide that at the beginning of the round. So save it.
Interesting.
Can read about it in the morning.
Night continues.
Is that a hint?
Actually, I didn't even look at my grave.
Oh yeah, I didn't even look at the newspaper. Read about it. I'm like, haha.
Same.
That continues.
Rob.
Oh, sorry.
Okay. Draw 2 cards and give me 1 and discard 1.
Yep. Okay, no problem. Let's do.
Oh, the pictures look the same.
Let's do this.
Yeah.
That's a shame.
And you're gonna discard.
Discard a night.
Oh, yeah.
Dawn has.
Dun dun dun.
The sun has risen.
Ooh.
Okay. Let's look at what I have. Nothing happens.
Ooh.
But Dawn came up, so he can choose to stake someone.
He can choose to stake someone if he wants.
And then he
He
can
wants
choose
to
to
take a
give the
chance?
stake to someone.
Can't stake me. I don't care. I'm not worried about it.
Jonathan.
Guys, I don't see enough proof to successfully stake Rob yet.
I bet you could stake him successfully even without
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean the act of staking doesn't need proof.
just believe in yourself.
It's the selection of the person who then gets. The
But no,
stake.
I think you're right.
I really want to use the stake, guys. I really want to use the stake.
See that look in his eye? See that look?
It'll be like that episode of
Why me?
He got bitten though. He's kind of like he's going into blood rage.
Why not this guy? Why not Zach?
Look at this.
Well, Zach's the new guy. We have to trust the new guy, right? Isn't that the rule? We
Yeah,
always
but
trust the
maybe
new guy.
that's why I gave him the vampire card is to throw everything off.
think that he should be staked.
Just gonna say
I
this.
really do.
Just
Well,
gonna say this.
Wait.
Wait a second. Okay, guys. If we're gonna start telling me that you think someone's gonna be staked,
That means you want us to kill a hunter.
I need to know what makes you think that they are the vampire. What proof do you have that Rob is the vampire?
What proof do I have that Rob?
These guys no proof.
Have you been keeping track of his cards?
He can.
No, guys, we have 1 bite. We're not anywhere close to losing. If we stake somebody, then there's at least a 2 out of 3
And
chance.
of course, the vampire would not want us to use the stake right now. Isn't that right? If he or she was a vampire?
Only
The vampire
2
would-
people at this table have initiated an incantation.
The vampire would definitely want you to use the
Neither
stake
of them
now.
are named Rob.
Because they'd have a majority chance of
I'm not going to do anything.
You do get to pick who gets the next stake though.
Thank you.
You're welcome, Bridget.
Let's go back.
Oh no, man, she's a killer.
Okay. Let's talk about it later.
Well, regardless of being a hunter or a vampire, she's kind of a killer.
It was
I'm just gonna go on the record and say I'm terrible at these games.
the
'cause
night
I
the night that the bite happened. I believe was a full round, so everyone gave a card in.
I'm just saying,
So-
he does like to murder.
We played Bang the Dice game. I'd be like, I'm the sheriff.
Oh, bang!
Oh, we love that.
Amazing.
I love that game.
They got an expansion out. 2 new dice. The coward and the braggart.
Can't you be both?
I was saying, in reality, they're usually the same.
Yeah, one round you can choose to use one as the extra, and the other round the next one. So yeah, one round you could be the braggart, the next the coward. Yeah, got to get that for our group.
Okay. So the round starts anew.
Oh, yes. So. Okay, so now, do we want to do an incantation? Like,
absolutely.
you can decide at the beginning. So you have.
Of course I do.
Rob? No?
Is he?
No incantation for me.
I have nothing at the moment, but I do have 2 drawers coming.
I literally only have incantations.
I say we take the chance.
I'm going to
that
play
either-
one. Well, I have to do the same thing no matter what. So I'm going to play one.
Sure.
If you draw one, play it.
Play it, okay.
And say so. Otherwise, say you didn't get one.
Okay.
Because, like, that's all I got.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's gonna be
Okay.
funny when 3 bites come out this round.
Okay.
Yes, it is still night.
I think anytime we get 3 bites, it'd be fine.
If
We all
3
decided to-
3 bites happen,
We decided to suicide.
You've
if
just
3
got
bites happen,
non-vampire
we're 1
people
bite away
fighting
from the game
other
being over. Actually, no. Because
Let's form an
we're a
alliance.
5-player. It's a 5-player game. It's only 4
So we need
bites.
4
If you
bites.
really want to play devil's advocate, that's what we should do.
Just start biting people randomly.
Yeah.
I did not get an incantation card, unfortunately.
Convenient to you.
And it's still night.
Continues.
I didn't get one.
Alright.
Yeah, I would say I think it's down to bare bones
There's
here.
probably not a lot left, and I'm holding 3 of them, so.
Yeah, there's not a lot
Yeah,
to
two of them.
begin
That's
with.
not a good look, though. 'Cause
There you go, Ryan.
There are 15 incantations
Yeah, but I
total.
can keep them, because I'll draw 2 next time.
Yes.
I did have to discard one, though. That
Yes.
sucks.
Someone pass me 2?
I think there's only like 2 rounds left of cards.
Yeah,
I'm
we
sorry,
just
I didn't
shuffle.
draw. Oh, wait.
You don't.
Whoa, put those back.
Those go back. Cause
Put those back, sonny boy.
I'd prefer not to.
Well, you have to.
Retcon.
Redcon. So the round ends.
Okay.
If they're both incantations, then we know
I have
that
3,
we're
because
all
John had to give me 1. So I,
Okay.
have one
I did not have an incantation drawn.
So I don't have a card from Zach. Zach's the only one I did not get a card from.
Okay.
But it doesn't matter because something happens anyway.
Oh, so Zach didn't play. No bites.
And the only other time there was a bite, Zach did play.
Shit.
Just throwing it out there.
Just because I have an accent from the Carpathian Mountains does not mean that I am vampire.
Okay.
Okay,
Listen,
you have
I
to stay.
don't think, like, that bite card Zach thing aside, I don't think we learned enough to do anything. John?
I'm the only one you can trust, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
so I say we wait and see what happens. But yeah, it was a very good observation that you made about this creature over here.
I'm almost, at this point, I'm almost positive that he's the vamp.
Okay, so I give
someone
this to someone I
speak
choose.
Me again.
You
The
have
only
the
person
power.
I know is
John.
not the vampire.
Do it.
You have the power. Well, if Dawn comes up.
Right.
Get my 2 new cards and see what we can do. We going for incantations, people?
I have them.
I think you always got to go for like the idea as.
I don't
No,
have,
but if someone doesn't have them, you want to.
Oh yeah, you don't want to necessarily take the chance.
I
and
don't
sit
have,
on
I
it.
don't have one.
I absolutely have an incantation. And I would love to see this group play.
I would love for it to go my round, your round, and then the dawn. That's what I would really love.
Then we'd have all the information we need.
Yes, that you are a liar.
Or worst case
I will play that,
Here we go.
and I shall discard.
Only incantation.
It's true.
Shall discard this one. Do you people watching agree? I don't care.
Oh.
There we go.
Oh.
Discarding the bites.
Night continues.
To clear my own name.
The good name of Connolly.
The good Connolly name. It's spelled with an E. That means horse thief, though, so.
Yeah.
That's true.
I'm from Texas. I think I have to kill you.
Interesting. To clear my good name.
Oh, so the 2 bite cards, he discarded one and gave the other one to Ryan. Is that what you want us to believe?
Let's see.
I mean, at this point, everyone
You've been saved.
taking the last 2.
Yeah.
That's true.
I'm hoping we get the other incantation.
So I think.
We're not done.
So,
Another discard of the bite. Rob,
here we are.
feeling something? You feeling
Okay.
Yeah.
So.
We are out of focus.
This
Well,
gets.
here.
it? So that means the game is over.
Yeah.
No,
remember
just
the
kidding,
cards
people. The
at
game is
Yeah,
not over.
I
Just
get it.
kidding.
Reshuffle.
How many of those are upside down?
A lot.
Oh, just this.
I'll count how many of them are incantations.
It's all incantations.
Oh my gosh! How is this even possible? Somebody's cheating.
Okay, time out. There's like 16 incantations.
How many? One incantation was actually successfully performed on a play of one single incantation.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's the only time.
That was
Only one
me.
that got played.
That was me.
John is 100%
The other,
the hunter.
the other
representation in this
14,
game.
the other 14 incantations
were discarded or wasted.
were discarded. Yeah.
I'm sort of like a ranger cleric here, you know? So I'm out killing the evil, but I'm also casting these spells. And it's funny, as I usually don't play either class in D&D.
And the rest of us are like bards, doing basically nothing. Talking once around.
Oh, smack down on the bards again. Probably the most interesting class to play that everybody hates.
Alright, so
Okay.
you resolve your cards.
Yes, let us see. Let us...
Rob still has to go.
Oh yeah, it wasn't
That's
done.
right.
Damn it, stop getting us all excited.
I know.
You get us excited, Bridget, stop it.
Right, John.
I can't control
Yep.
this.
Okay, well, I think that,
What do I have again?
I think it's time to play a ritual if you have one.
unfortunately I do not,
Ah.
but the night continues.
No.
No,
that's your discard.
pile.
Now the night
No,
continues.
you have to discard something. It's a
Yeah.
fine discard.
The night continues. No dawn, but the round is over. Let's see what we got going on over here.
Well, John, would you have to go?
Okay. Let me
No,
just,
because it went around once.
Oh,
He
yeah.
went first.
Yeah, John went first.
Oh, you went first. That's right. Okay.
So what do I do here?
You play knights, and you play incantations if there's an incantation. You play bites.
And you discard the useless ones. Like the newspaper.
Two are discarded. One goes to my pile.
You know, can you put them face up on the bottom? No one can see them, and we won't have to do the like separating them and then shove them and thing.
Yeah, how many incantations does he need to get in order to...
All of them.
my entire hand
Even
has
the
to be-
vampire needs to play?
Well, but
the vampire has nothing to play
doesn't have
but-
to play. Like, so, the one time it happened, John played the only one.
Yeah, it just so happened that the only card that got played was John's
We were this
card.
close,
I
though.
drew the first card off the draw pile.
Which is
and it was
another
gone.
reason I was so wrong that you want a long night, you want a short night. 'Cause you don't
And
want
the last
vampire
card I
to-
have is another bite. So let's see. I gave you one already.
He's not gonna give.
Or, and I'm just going to say this, he may give the bite
To the vampire?
to Rob so that we don't think
He's still vouching. Interesting. Interesting. I need to make a very
Strategery. Use your
yes,
strategery.
yes. I could force John's
But
hand.
not
I'm
too
playing.
much.
I could force John's hand. And
John, who's never drawn an incantation card. Right?
What do you mean?
I mean,
He-
Rob
he-
says
Rob.
never.
No. I'm saying
Rob.
I could force John's hand, not have
You
building
can
anything
really
up.
hamstring John.
Got it.
I could, but do I necessarily? I mean,
Or you could
also-
spread the hate around.
I do.
You can
wanna,
give the bite to Zach so we don't think he's the vampire.
Exactly.
But
I mean, let's see.
but maybe
Work
you
for
know
me.
that
I mean,
we know.
The vampire.
Let's
Never going against
Zach
a
is the
Sicilian.
vampire. I know it.
Let's
I think it's very clear about it.
Someone please give me the steak.
Yeah. Finish the game.
Let's.
But the vampire can't use the stake, so I say keep it away from him. Because
That's
then
actually a good idea.
it'll tie it.
Well, I choose
So we've
who
pretty
gets
much
it.
narrowed this down to one of two people whose names keep getting thrown around the table.
Uh-huh.
I'll choose not to mention
Let's
them.
give.
Yeah,
We're gonna
yeah.
give the
We give one of
bite.
them a steak.
We're gonna give the bite to Zach.
Look at that. Look at that.
Give me your hand.
And he did need the cards.
Give me your hand.
Okay.
Run to.
Give me the steak.
So now he's down to strategizing.
Now, what happens if the vampire stakes me, an innocent man?
Vampire can't
Vampire can't stake.
Vampire can't stake at all,
Give him a steak.
which I just did.
Did I? I'm gonna punch this into your chest.
Thank you. All right. What else has to happen here? Nothing. I put this back.
All right.
So I now have a new night card in my deck because a night card was played that that turn.
Someone played a night card?
Someone played a
Someone
night
played
card,
bite.
so I have an extra night. Someone played a bite. Someone played a night. All 4 cards were played.
Huh.
It was all night cards that were played out of the deck. So there's an extra.
Interesting.
He needs
Oh, okay. Can you?
Oh, you need it. Thank you.
He needs your Irish ID.
Thank you, Buck. You left which one too? I remember if I had one. A couple of left.
I don't actually have a bottle opener.
What did you think about these? Interesting.
They are interesting. Not bad.
I knew a guy that could do that with his wedding ring.
The most fascinating.
I knew a guy who could do it with his eye.
It's actually why
Yeah, you did, didn't
I
you?
got the tungsten
Didn't we
steel
know?
wedding ring.
Grenville tried it but couldn't. But there wasn't there somebody that did
His
it?
eye
I
once.
did injure myself
Once.
one time. Like,
Oh.
The most fascinating one was seeing someone.
And then you're like,
lighter.
we're tool making species.
Okay.
So who? Okay, so where are we at now?
I gave the steak to Zach. So Zach now has it. Zach goes.
You gave him a bite and the
I gave him a bite and I gave him the steak. So
Okay.
I'm kind of giving him power, but kind of limiting it.
Okay.
You're fooling us, is what you're trying to do.
You have 1 card to work with, and you're pulling out 2 more. Well, while you're doing that, I need to.
doesn't matter. It takes us a second. The sun comes up.
If the sun even decides to come up, because now night can get prolonged.
Oh, I know.
Bam.
Bam. Night can get prolonged, he said. Not on my watch.
Oh my god, he's like the anti-Batman.
Yeah.
I am not the night. I am sunshine and rainbows.
I am the
So the night continues. Did you flip that?
Yes, that was flipped. So now.
So bridge.
What did I play?
Uh-huh.
Unfortunately, the crummy card I had. I was just kind of reading papers over here.
Okay.
Okay.
There's the paper.
Discarded a bite. Dawn!
The dawn.
Which end of this?
May Dawn's light take you.
Okay, so I'm going to be able to tell whether he lied. Because I played the only other card.
God, short rounds are where it's at.
Okay.
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 So what? No,
Nothing happened. I only had 2 cards. Nothing happened.
Not nothing.
Are you staking somebody?
Is everyone okay with me staking somebody?
not me.
Yeah, I'm not cool with it.
No.
Who do you
Really?
want to stake?
I totally want to stake.
No, wait a second.
Wait.
Let's talk about this.
Hold on. If he wants
Okay, so I'm
Talk
cool
about
with it.
this. How many bites actually get us to lose this game?
4.
4.
There's 2
No,
We
no.
out.
already are halfway there.
No, but so stake him. Because we know John's not it.
And if you're able to use the stake, you're not the vampire.
And I'm...
Totally.
Unless he's
No.
bluffing you
So
right now. He's like,
You
right
right
now.
now-
Never mind.
No, it's
right now
too risky.
we've got a classic heads or tails situation here.
You have a very
And
clear
so
choice in
far,
your head.
Absolutely.
But wait a second. You said the vampires can't stake,
Vampires cannot use the stake. No.
but then how? How
Like
is
using
it?
it to kill. You can't
still
use it.
threaten
The
to
vampire
use it.
can't- Yeah, you can
I
threaten
mean-
to use it to throw everybody off.
Okay.
Yeah,
And then the rest of you are like, wait, no, we don't have enough proof yet. And then you end up talking the vampire out of trying to use it.
Okay.
That's where that mentality comes in.
Hmm.
You using it?
Hold on a second. Hold on. I have a question.
No.
If Rob is the vampire, why was he surprised that Zach should be able to use the stake? That would imply that he's not the vampire. He thinks Zach is.
He's been saying Zach.
Yeah, no, he's
The two of you have been at each other.
Yeah, but
I'll say this.
You
we
assume-
have a
wait, so
50-50
that means
John's assuming
that
that his surprise
means
is genuine.
if he's surprised, if he honestly thinks Zach is Rob, honestly thinks
really
Zach's
do.
the vampire.
I really do.
And I say that because his surprise, knowing the vampire can't use the stake, that would mean
that Bridget is the vampire.
the Bridget is the vampire.
Bridget's been playing it this good for so long.
Oh, she's good at these hidden roll games.
And she is good.
She's scary good,
And
Zach.
maybe that's why I didn't give it to her, because I figured she's been the traitor in the past, played it well, and no one suspected her.
It's not me, man.
So,
Oh no, I don't believe you.
I swear to God. I swear to God.
I don't believe you.
Really?
I want to play this, but everyone's telling me I should.
No,
Not
I'm
that I
telling you.
can. Not that I can't.
It's not me.
so you
Totally
say,
can. However,
Okay, well, so you can
and a
use
good
it.
argument can be made here. There's two people at the table right now who are going head to head. Everyone either thinks it's me or Rob.
But she's been playing
Write in the
strategy.
comments what you.
But she's been playing strategy.
You, the two innocent people, and I'm putting those in quotes.
I mean, I did.
No,
flip it.
You know I'm innocent.
The two innocent
quite a
people I'm
scam.
still keeping in my head on a swivel. You're the only one saying, don't play it. But the one quickest to saying, let's just stake somebody, it's you.
I do like murder.
You do like murder. I really want to play it.
You're playing.
What?
playing
What?
it.
On who? On Rob?
Is that your? That's
Oh,
it.
wait.
If you're gonna
Final
make a
answer?
choice, I think it's her because
I think Bridget too.
Final answer.
I really think it's
Yes
her
or no? I
because
see
It's your choice.
All I need is a yes or a no.
she's sneaky.
Use the force,
It would be
Luke.
unfair of me to take it back right now because I clearly just played it.
It did leave his
I
hand.
am not the vampire.
Flip your
No,
character
I'm
card.
not.
Oh, we made a mistake.
You made a mistake.
Suckers.
It took me to the very end, but I knew it was Bridget. God, but no, it wasn't because Rob was
She
so
got really
surprised.
excited when she saw I was going to stake something. She's like,
I
no,
didn't-
go for it.
I didn't believe that surprise was fake. I've known this guy since we were kids.
Yeah.
I didn't think that was a fake surprise, and that's why it took to the very end. But I finally knew it was you, but nobody listened to me.
I finally threw it down. If I had taken it back,
But it kind of landed nearer her anyway. It wanted to go to her. It wanted to.
It is mostly on your line of the table. I'm just going to say.
Oh, so Bridget, let's turn it over.
Reveal.
Dun dun dun.
Victory.
Evil has triumphed.
She had a good strategy though.
Oh, she did. You got it good.
We were,
She
at
had
each other's necks.
Oh, that's what the second you guys started. I'm like,
I know. I really
This is
thought-
going to be easy. She's just
She had
got to lay low.
She had us fooled. Yeah, she had us fooled. Yeah, absolutely.
Never trust Bridget in these hidden roll games. Why did I take so long to remember
I'm
that?
sorry about the heart there,
No,
buddy.
no problem.
Play the
Ah.
game.
this was fun.
This was fun. It took us a little while
Never
longer
been
to
the
get into it.
orchestrator for something like this before.
But, okay, so let's take a couple of minutes, a moment or two. Ryan?
Absolutely incredible. It does take a second to get through. Like, if you're just reading the rules, you're like, I don't understand what's going on at all. But the second you start playing, you're like, oh, all right. So my suggestion really is to just literally take it step by, like, read something and then do it. Read something and then do it instead of trying to read everything and then start with the game.
Mm-hmm.
As far as the game goes, absolutely fantastic because it really does create, who's who, what's going on, and what are my strategies? As the vampire, you're trying to figure out what can I play to throw everybody off the scent, and as the hunter, you're like, what can I play to throw everybody off my scent? Everyone's playing the same game. It's just a matter of what outcome you're going for. And then playing Renfield, it's definitely adds a separate other component to it because you're not so much you are honestly playing against another person because there's a lot of games where you have this where you're playing against a game and you're not playing against somebody else.
But do you feel like as Renfield you didn't get to make a lot of decisions? It seemed
That's
like
what I was
the only time
thinking.
you got
I
to do
feel
something is when you got to pick the bite victim.
Yeah, I mean that does end up. Like, honestly, you don't have that many choices, but the choices you do have to make are
Significant.
Yeah, they're so significant that it's almost better that you only have.
That's a
one or
good
two
point.
Things that you can do because if you are throwing your hat in the ring of like trying to throw people off your scent while also like controlling everything, you're like, okay, there's too much going on. I can't keep track of everything. When you're basically your sole job is to put these out and then reveal somebody. It ends up being not so bad to control everything because then it's easy to start pitting people against each other, and it's easy when people start doing it for you.
Yeah, like me, steak.
Like the two of them started each other's throats. I'm like, okay, I can play them off each other really easily by kind of suggesting maybe it is him, maybe it is Rob. The only time the bite was ever played was when his cards were in. And I'm actually looking forward to playing it as the hunter or vampire at some point too.
Well, Zach?
I enjoyed playing it as a hunter, not a vampire.
Just to be clear.
Just to be clear, to clear my good name, I'm glad you enjoyed it. I do not think I would have enjoyed it as Renfield. It seemed we played this for at least about 25 minutes. Is that a
Maybe
fair estimate?
half hour.
It felt longer.
With all the rules and everything
Yeah.
like that. Actual play, maybe we did about 25 minutes. And in those 25 minutes, you had 4 very significant decisions to make. But it's still 4 decisions in 25
And I
minutes.
feel like you had a lot of reading the rules and stuff. If you didn't have any of that, you already knew the rules and you were just playing the game, you might have felt like you weren't doing it.
Yeah.
Maybe, but I mean,
I would, if I were in your role, I would have felt like the moderator of the game. instead of someone who's actually an active component.
Now, this is kind of a version of Are You a Werewolf or
absolutely.
Mafia, and so you have the moderator type. I think his role as a moderator type is a little bit more in depth than you find in Mafia or Werewolf.
In depth, but is it as fun?
But
I had
on-
a great time trying
Depending
to
on what,
incriminate.
I don't mind so much taking that passive role.
And yeah.
So that's why I found it quite pretty enjoyable because I don't mind the passive. I mean, I like the active role, but I don't mind doing the passive role either. Just kind of like looking at how things are playing out. Because honestly, it really is entertaining to sit here and watch everybody start fighting. Because in your head, you're like, okay, who do I want to throw this at?
Who
Like,
do I
do I
want
want
to
to
take
try
on?
to cut this towards somebody else? Because these two are fighting, but I want John to be suspicious, or I want Bridget to be,
No, again, the decisions you made were significant.
I could take a much more active role in saying, "Are you sure you want to go that route?" and kind of making you rethink your decisions about somebody else or making somebody else like that. So I didn't do that as much because, like, as Renfield, of course, I want evil to win.
Sure.
Evil!
Which it did. It's somewhere over here. Yeah, Renfield, take part in discussions between players and do not hesitate to plant doubts if there are any strong suspicions. Now, I didn't have to do that so much because it was like, turn one wasn't over yet, and you were like, Rob's a vampire. I'm like, well, there goes that. I can just start planting those seeds. And then you started coming back, and like, there we go. It takes all the attention off the person I selected, so it kind of
Besides the whole bullets flying at you thing.
And it also, your role as Renfield, it depends on what happens because it was perfect how it played out. Where it was John who was the only one that played a card. Mm-hmm. I knew what his role was, and he played an incantation. So I'm like, okay, everyone knows that John's probably a hunter at this point. Let me just reveal John's card.
Right.
So, Bridget, what did you think of Nosferatu?
Big fan of hidden traitor games.
No.
I really liked it. Rules don't seem too complicated. I think we struggled with them a little bit at the beginning, but I don't think that's on them. I share Zach's concern here. I don't know how much fun I would have as Renfield, but of course we only have one person who's done it, and he said he enjoyed it.
He had a great time, so we have to take his word for it.
Yeah, so maybe there is a lot there. Definitely something I would play again.
Oh, cool.
No hesitation. I thought this was great.
All right, and Rob, you have any thoughts on the game?
Yeah, I think definitely, it says 5 to 8 players, and the more the merrier. Definitely with this game.
I would love to play this with 8 people.
If this was 8 people, it'd be a lot more.
No, still just the one.
There's more hunters, which plants one seed.
A lot more interesting, and obviously we didn't uncover the ritual. We only uncovered one ritual.
Yeah.
But overall, I had a lot of fun playing it. It was good.
Cool.
I liked it.
Cool. Finally, Big Johnny G here. I thought this was a fun game. I like Avalon, definitely, and this has the same feel. It's the same type of game, very similar mechanics. Some of the rule nuances are obviously different, as you heard and you saw. But if you're a fan of hidden role games, this is definitely worth picking up. I'm sorry, I don't know how much the price point is on this, but I don't think it could be all that much. Really, your components are some cards, the tiny little box, which is cool. You can fit it in your pocket probably if you're a big enough guy.
For the art.
And I'm sorry, I gotta say though, I'm not a big fan of this. I'm not a big fan of that at all. Whoa, not a big fan of that at all.
Not a big fan of this.
I love this. Hi guys, I love this. Yeah, but this, not a big fan of. I wish it had been a smaller booklet instead of this unfolding, very fragile, will rip easily pamphlet. But otherwise, the game itself loved. So if you like hidden traitor games, I think this game is definitely worth it. Check it out by Eagle-Gryphon Games.
Did you
Nosferatu. Hold on a second.
Did you mention the art?
The art.
It's spectacular.
The art really is. I'm sorry, guys. You look at some of the variations that they have here on the art. They didn't skimp on it, that's for sure. The art is drawn well. The colors are good, especially the fact that the colors are a little muted. It's color, but it's muted, and that definitely does help fit the tone, giving it an almost twilight effect to a lot of the cards, except for obviously the stake. But even the dawn card is a little dark, so that adds to the atmosphere and the feel. And anything else I forget?
Well, okay, and you went saying about the rule book. I think we were able to look things up pretty easily just by flipping. Oh, what does this card do?
Good point.
Sitting on the side here. What I like about it is that there are no words on any of these cards. If they wanted to, sell this worldwide, they just make this one piece of paper in a different language. They have it translated. I think it's great design, great game, excellent artwork.
And that's coming from a game designer himself, so that means something, gang.
I don't so much mind the fact that it's just one thing. The flimsiness of the paper is what, because like we played it once and already I can see there's significant crevices.
But when we needed to look something up, it was
very easy. So I almost wonder if it was like, I know it's a foldable piece of paper to fit in that box.
The other thing is, I wonder how many times you really refer to it. Like, now that we've played the game, would we ever
once you
need to look
learn
at it again?
Yeah, not so much.
Yeah, once you know
That's what I'm
going,
thinking.
Yeah, once you know what's going on, you don't really need to keep looking. Like, I didn't have to keep looking because I kind of figured, okay, once I know what this does, once I know because I only looked at it for one.
You can have this one piece of paper in French. You can have it in Spanish, German.
Yeah.
Other languages.
Other languages.
Other than the rule book, the components are not language dependent.
No,
Exactly.
No.
Which
is rare. You rarely do find that. Like, you can't just be like, oh, I just need to switch this language thing out for in this box.
Yeah.
That's all you have to do because there isn't anything else here. Because like Nosferatu is just, it's a name.
This is like a tiny complaint, but I do wish the hunters were different. I guess because
there were different hunters instead of
instead of all
Instead of one.
especially since the art's so strong. But I guess when you don't have text on them, it's nice to be able to look at them and recognize
I know
what
my
it is.
wife will appreciate that I mentioned this. There are no female characters represented in the game.
Yeah, I mean, and
That's a good point. You're right.
Sorry, it's a
And
good point
and
though.
the rule book, that's why the rule book only is,
Well, and if
it's
you look on the
masculine
back-
only. It says his hand.
Yeah.
That's
I
why I kept
noticed
throwing in the his or her.
They do have kind of a Buffy looking, right?
Which would be great. I
which would
mean,
be
they
cool
already
as a
have the
character.
art for her. If they crop that and put it on a card as a hunter,
Yeah.
you've now satisfied that requirement. It's
Yeah, so I guess
2016.
how many
Women
hunters
are playing
are
games
there?
too.
There's-
But at the same time, the original Nosferatu story does not have any females. Right.
Nosferatu doesn't have Dracula.
Well, I mean, the Bram Stoker, the Stoker's Dracula, whatever.
Mina was hunting was hunting Dracula with him, and Lucy got bit.
Also, I think as long as
But she
we,
wasn't a hunter.
Harken
Yeah,
back
she
to
wasn't a
source
hunter, though.
material from a time that was
Yeah, she
significantly
wasn't a
less
hunter.
inclusive, we're going to have to be willing to do a little work ourselves.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
All right, well, overall, that's it. Like I said, I think we're all happy with it, and not even to varying degrees. We were all just generally happy with the game. A couple of minor little points that we brought out, but all right. So Nosferatu by Eagle-Gryphon Games. It's available now. It came out a year ago, maybe a year and a half, but check it out. Great game. Everyone, thanks for watching. We had a great time. Next weekend. Two-Gun Pixie is going to be at New York City Comic Con. We're going to be shooting some live interviews there with some game designers. I know Zach's artist for the game, James, is going to be there.
I won't be there myself. I'm sorry.
That's all right. The other half of the team. So you got to meet Zach today. Next week you'll be able to meet James Growling. I said that right? Growling?
Growling.
Growling.
It's okay, I don't think
Growling.
I'll hold it against you.
So hopefully tune in. If you can't make it to New York City Comic Con, check out our page. We're going to try to do most of the update on Friday so we can hang out on Saturday. There's a game review shop we're going to be going to. If you're going to be going to it, look us up. All right, nerds, nerdettes, enjoy the rest of your weekend. Take care. Bye. Nosferatu.